Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crochet Chat. Today is Thursday the 29th of June. I'm going to try to make this super quick. Well, I only have one thing that I've done, so I'm going to try to make this super quick. And pardon the appearance, I've had one of those days. My mother wanted to go visit my daughter who lives just over 3 hours away. So I drove her there and I drove back. And then we have a bunch of people coming this weekend, so I'm busy cleaning and getting everything ready. So, not that I'm a Molly maid, my house is never that clean. Or, sorry, my house is clean, just cluttered. Anyway, I figure if I don't do this now, I'm not going to get on here probably for another couple of weeks because busy. Anyway, I'm going to talk about what I'm wearing because this is what my one and only finished object. A little while ago someone suggested I try Mosaic crochet, so I've been researching and watching videos and I came across something. Did you know that there was two different kinds of Mosaic crochet? There's inset and overlay, and I thought, oh, overlay looks so much easier, so that's what I'm going to start with. But I can't just start with one little coaster or something. I gotta do a sweater. This sweater is the Mosaic Crochet Cardigan by Anoo Crochet, and she's back, by the way. Oh, I'm so excited. I love her. But we'll talk about the pattern. I'm gonna stand up and show you. Well, let's just talk about it. Pardon my appearance. I have my cleaning shorts on. So this is the cardigan. Okay, now I'm gonna take it off because it is warm. Now, I have a couple of things with this. Hold on. First of all, it's too small. The sleeves are way too tight. I can't even get it off. Maybe blocking might help. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, I made the medium because I went by her according to her bust size. Now, I should have done a gauge swatch. I did not, but my bad. So I went with that, and obviously it's too small. Well, the sleeves are way too small. It's too small in the circumference. I could get away with the body part, but it is just way too tight. Either that or my arms are too fat. Anyway, so if I ever make this, probably not, but if I ever make this again, I'd go make the large. But look at this. Isn't this stunning? It is gorgeous. Now, this part was really easy. I am shocked at how easy it is. So overlay mosaic crochet is just, you do one color. Each row is a different color, and you work in the back loops. It's just single crochet and double crochet. Single crochets are done in the back loops. Double crochets are done in the front loops of the row below. That's it. That's it. And then you just follow the chart and you get this, right? Really nice. Now, I had some issues. First of all, I don't know if it's visible. The decreases, I struggled so much with the decreases. I think it dropped out of pattern here. I think the other side, is it this side? I think this side is good and this side is, I don't know. I just finally gave up. I had to pull this little section out, 12, 14 times because I just kept getting it wrong. And so the pattern is free. You can print it off. There's also a tutorial. But the tutorial, and no hate on her because I think she's fabulous. But what she basically said was when it came time to do the decreases, she's like, okay, by now you should be familiar with the pattern, continue in pattern. Well, I was not that familiar with the pattern. I was still following the chart. And I had a hell of a time trying to figure out, once I do the decreases, where in the chart it you know, to go on. Now, that could be just me. Could be just me. I was watching TV when I was making this, so it could have been that. The other thing that I had an issue with, so I printed off the pattern, which is quite a few pages long, and you need the chart, which is very, very good. Like, she's got pictures showing you what it needs to be done, and the video was great. But in here, so if you print it off, this is the chart. Well, I might be just too old and have yucky eyes. I could not see that. and it was a PDF, and I'm not technically savvy. I had a hell of a time trying to take this chart and make it bigger. This is the biggest that I could make it, and yeah, it's still very small. So I did the best that I could with this, but I struggled, and especially if the light started going, even with my neck light, it was difficult to keep track. But, and then the other thing that they don't tell you when you're doing mosaic crochet, this is what the charts look like. And so I don't know if you guys can see in here, there's blank squares, and then squares with the X's. The X's always mean double crochet in the 2 rows below, and the blank squares are just single crochet. You are supposed to ignore the colors, which throws you off, right? I mean, I'm looking at the colors and it just throws you off. I think that will get better in time, but if you want to try overlay mosaic crochet, just remember that. Just ignore the colors. Only concentrate on the X's and blanks. X's and blanks. And yeah, you'll find it's easy. You probably should start with a coaster. I don't do things like that. Anyway, I'm very pleased with this, but unfortunately I'm going to have to give it away to somebody because, yeah, the sleeves are just too tight. It's not comfortable for me. Oh, the other thing, the reason I did this was when I was searching out a project, I guess my intention was to start small, but you know, I was watching videos and this video popped up when I typed in overlay or mosaic overlay crochet, and I thought, and I downloaded the pattern and I looked at the materials, and the materials I had. So she wanted the white was Barocco Vintage Chunky, and this is, what is this, 52 acrylic, 40 wool, and 8% nylon. So I had this, and then the other one was the James C. Brett Marble Chunky, and I think this is 100% poly acrylic. Hold on. Marble 100% acrylic. Now, the issue that I had was it calls for, the medium calls for 10 skeins of this and 4 balls of this, and I used only 7 skeins, and I still had a little bit left over of the white, and only 1 and a tiny little bit of the second one. So this is the second ball. So I still have some left. I happen to have this in my stash. That's why I decided to go with this. I'm like, oh, I got everything I need, but I had more than enough. So I don't understand where the numbers came from. Yeah, so 4 balls of the James C. Brett Chunky, Marble Chunky, and 10 skeins of the Barocco Vintage Chunky, but I only used 7 of this and 1 and a little bit of this one. So anyway, either I'm not a medium or this is not a medium. And the other thing is that I found really irritating was every row you end, because you never turn your work. You're always working on the front of your work. So there's an end on each one. And from what I've learned, a lot of the mosaics, they just leave the ends as tassels. But this one, she did what I think they call it a double border. Hold on, double edge border. So you basically do slip stitches around to give you one side, and then you double crochet 3 rows here, and then you double crochet 3 rows on this side, and then seam all together. Now, if she was gonna do this, I didn't need to weave in all the ends, but she suggested to weave in all the ends, so I did. But really, if I ever did that again, or if I, you know, with the next project I'm going to show you, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the double border, and just all the ends will be hidden inside. Anyway, overall, I'm happy with it. There was a few little things that irritated me, but overall, I'm very happy with it. It's easier than it looks, except for the decreases. Now, you might not have any issues. I just know I had issues. So, that will be a gift for somebody who it fits. So, that's done. So that I'm going down this rabbit hole like you would not believe, down this mosaic overlay mosaic crochet. So I downloaded, oh, I didn't bring it down, another pattern. It is called something snowflake. Anyway, started a blanket. With the blanket, it's so much easier. There's no decreases, no nothing, and it's the same thing. You just follow the chart, and you know, where it says an X, you double crochet two rows below. Where it says a blank, you just single crochet, and this is what you get. Now this will, sorry, that's the back side. This will have ends, but I plan on putting a double border here, and I cannot remember the pattern. Now if I remember, I'll leave the link here, but when it's done, I'll definitely leave the link. And I'm just going to encase all these ends in that border. So this is so far what I've got done. It's going to be a Christmas, because it's like a snowflake pattern, and it's going to be, I'm going to put it on the back of my red chairs upstairs. I think it'll look good with that. So, and I'm just using, and again, I did not purchase anything for this. I had a lot of this navy blue, yeah, it's just blue, tent sale soft worsted, which feels very much like Red Heart Super Saver. And I had white and Red Heart Super Saver and the blue, and I have tons of it. So it's going to be a blanket. That's what I'm working on now, and I'm addicted. So much so that every time I go on YouTube, I'm searching out other mosaics, and I came across a channel. She only has 3 videos. I think we should all blow up her channel. But she's doing multicolored mosaic overlay. Oh my goodness, you guys have to go see what she's working on. All 3 videos are on this one project. She said she was going to do more videos, and that is Trudy Lamb. She happens to be Canadian too. Like I said, 3 videos, really, you're in and out. I think she needs a lot, like her channel needs to blow up, so she'd do more videos and show us all of this, the mosaic stuff that she's done. I'm sure she does other things too. She did mention she does other things that she's made. I'd love to see more of what she's done. But yeah, so now I'm addicted. You have to go check out this blanket that she's doing. It's a woodlands scene blanket. Oh my goodness, it is stunning, absolutely stunning. Yes, go at least watch one of her videos, and she's talking like it's only 3 videos, and each one's about that blanket. It is gorgeous, just gorgeous. So that's all I've been up to. I'm still working on my temperature blanket. I would have showed you, but it's upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs now. Yeah, I'm working. My daughter wants a granny square tote with traditional granny squares, and she wants it lined, and she's coming at the end of August, so I got till the end of August to make it. Yeah, so that's going to be on the horizon. It shouldn't be too. And it was funny, she sent me a picture. She was shopping on a website, I guess a clothing website, and I think it's an American site. I can't remember what site, and she just took a snapshot picture of this. It's a small little granny tote. They want 75 American dollars, and I got all the cotton here, so I might as well just make it. It's not. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna spend $75 in cotton yarn. Yeah. So anyway, so she asked me if I could make it for her, so I'm going to. Now I have some happy mail here. Antoinette at 2 OGs Hookin and Stitchin Island Style is a channel on here. She's a fellow Canadian. Well, she's American that's a transplant into Canada. Anyway, she's a fantastic lady. You need to go check her out. She's one of these people. This is what I call certain people I like to listen to. Not necessarily watch, but listen to. And these are what I call headphone people. People whose voices I find very soothing. We all have different tastes. but whose voices I find soothing, that if I'm going to watch or play one of their videos, I put it in a headphone so I can hear it. It's a different kind of feeling when you're actually, when it's right, it's like they're talking into your ear as opposed to on your TV or something. So anyway, Antoinette is one of these people that I put my headphones on because I love her voice. She's got this American / Canadian kind of accent going on, and she's going to say she doesn't have an accent. But anyway, but besides that, she's just a fantastic lady. I just love her. She was having a giveaway of these whisk bags, I don't know. They contacted me too, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I don't. And lately, Temu, I've had, oh my goodness, I get like, I don't know, 2 emails a day from Temu to do a sponsorship. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Anyway, she collaborated with Whisk, I think. And she had a giveaway. She got some bags from them, and she had a giveaway, and I happened to be a winner. So I love birds. As a matter of fact, I just bought a shower curtain that's very similar to this. It's got the hummingbird and whatnot. Anyway, so I won this. So it's a whisk bag. It's a nice canvas bag. It's really nice. But anyway, so she sent me more than just the bag. I was expecting just the bag. I was thrilled just with the bag. But she sent me a whole bunch of other stuff. In the box was also Nestle Aero Black Forest Cake Mousse. Aero is a chocolate bar up here. It's really delicious. It's just a creamy chocolate with bubbles in it. But I've never heard of this Black Forest truffle. Black Forest Cake Mousse. So I haven't opened it yet. But, and I've gained a few pounds. Oh my goodness. I can't afford to eat this stuff anymore. It's funny. I don't want to divulge too much, but I've always had trouble swallowing. And pretty much once a year I have an endoscopy and, like, you know, all this stuff. This year I had my endoscopy, and I have a new gastroenterologist. He's a young whippersnapper or whippersnapper, whatever the term is. And he found something and he put me on this medication. And for the first time since I've been 20 years old, I can eat my whole meal because I don't have any pain. And so since I had my endoscopy, I've gained like, I don't know, 6 pounds because I'm finishing my meals. Anyway, I think he's fabulous. I'm enjoying food so much, but unfortunately the side effect is gaining weight. Anyway, I digress. I didn't mean to divulge so much personal stuff. Anyway, back to Antoinette's box. In here, she also sent me she is from Deer Island, New Brunswick. New Brunswick is a province here, and she lives on Deer Island, which is just off the coast of New Brunswick. And she actually works on the ferry. The ferry. Anyway, so she sent me a bunch of postcards from Deer Island, okay, which are great. Then also in here is, now she sent me some other buttons before too, and this is from a local artist. Buttons and some ornaments, I believe, which are in my Christmas box, which I bring out and put on my tree. So this is from a local artist on Deer Island, New Brunswick. So she gave me those buttons. They're going to have to go, sorry, I dropped something. Hold on. They're going to have to go on a special sweater. I'm thinking a brown sweater, because these would look great on a brown sweater, right? That's what I'm thinking. And then there's a logo pin from Knit Crate. Cute. That's going to go on my bag. And then in here, these are really, really cute. I haven't even touched my knitting at all, or my thread project. I've been so busy. But anyway, in here are needle minders. So there's 2 of each of these. That's not cute. That is so cute. Needle minders. Wait, there's more. There's some nautical inspired stitch markers. So we have I believe she makes these. We have a lighthouse. Beautiful. We have a, and now my brain's going to shut down, a ship's wheel. Okay. And then we have one of those eyes. I think she makes these. She may give me that. And then she gave me a magnet. Is this two or is it one? Oh, it's just one. Of New Brunswick. And the good thing is my daughter lives in New Brunswick. So I think Deer Island is down here somewhere. Anyway, beautiful. It's all wood. It's got a magnet on the back. There's more. She sent me, I think this is a keychain. This is a keychain, and it basically says, never underestimate the difference you made and the lives you touched. Aww, thank you. It says, oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. That's gonna go on my, and it's got a little heart. That's gonna go on my keychain right away. There's more. There's earrings, which I never take these out. I sleep with them. I shower with them. I never take them off. It's because I'm a little sensitive to anything but gold. So if I wear, you know, costume jewelry, which I occasionally do, my ear just puffs up. But these are pretty. I'm not sure what kind of flower it is, but they're pretty. Very pretty. And then, Antoinette, I have these. I use them. I have them for a couple of years. These are gardening gloves with claws on the end. Hold on. I actually use them to just weed. So when I weed, I don't actually throw the plant out. I just dig it up and leave it because it's food for the soil, right? But I use these. These are awesome, and look at the color. It's so fabulous. So anyway, she sent me gardening gloves. It's awesome. I love them. There's more. She sent me knitting needles too. These are, I don't know what brand they are. It just says premium knitting needles. Size 11 and 12. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up. So she sent me knitting needles. And she sent me, sorry about the crinkling. She sent me 2 of these It's a Wrap, which is 50% cotton and 50% acrylic. And there's, it's like a number 1, super fine, which is fine. I love working with everything. How much yardage is in here? 1,100 yards for one. That is huge. I wonder, never mind. I'm not going to say it out loud because then you hold me to it. But anyway, that is amazing. She spoiled me rotten. I need to do something to spoil her. So thank you, Antoinette. That was amazing. And lastly, before I go, because we're already just over 20 minutes, I want to give a shout out. Like I said, I've said this many times before, I love people with accents. And some people accuse me of having an accent. I don't hear it. But anyway, I have been watching Connie's Crafty Corner. This woman does it all. She does it all. She sews and quilts and crochets and is knitting, and oh my goodness, she does it all. And she has really cute videos. Like, she comes on 20 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes even less. You're in and out, get it done. That's the way I want to be, but obviously it's not working today. But I think, and she probably doesn't need a shout out because I think she's over 1,000 subscribers, but I think everybody needs to go and blow up her channel. She's fabulous. She's so pretty. She's so Southern Belle. That's what she reminds me of, Southern Belle. She's wonderful. She does everything. So to me, that I gravitate to the multi-crafters, the ones who do all kinds of things, you know? Anyway, so I'll leave a link for Connie down below. Go check her out. I think you'll love her too. All right, that's it. We're at just under 25 minutes, in and out, done. And I don't mind if you put me on double time or double speed. I'll just sound like a chipmunk, but I don't mind that. I'm not in it for, you know, views or money or anything like that. So if you can save some time and speed me up, have at her. Anyway, I hope everyone or all the Canadians have a happy Canada Day this weekend. And if you're not in Canada, then I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'm probably not going to be back before the 4th of July. But if for my American friends, happy 4th of July. I hope it's wonderful. Anyway, we will talk soon.